go.
And is it them? Well, I think that's probably out. Bang on target straight away, a watchful war. That's well played. That's a good start for Taylor. He's got it through the field. This is a fast outfield. That'll go all the way. Well, his first scoring shot through the extra cover gap for 4. That's well played again by Taylor. Another loose ball. He's hit that beautifully through the offside field. He doesn't have to really worry to run for that one. That's 2 he's got now. 1 off the front foot through the offside field off Prabhakar, and that was a bit short, but he punished it well. In the air, and 1 bounce to slip. That's well bowled. Well, a couple of nicks so far have gone in the air, but not carried.
Mark Taylor taking the bottom hand out, just as he was Mark Waugh, just as he was edging that ball, and that ensured that the ball didn't carry.
A good shot, beautifully driven. That's a classic cover drive. A magnificent shot. You won't see many better than that. Right into the gap as well. And so Mark Waugh now beginning to turn it on too.
And that's brilliantly played by Taylor. Square of the wicket on the offside. For 4 more runs. That's his 5th boundary. And this really is a terrific shot from Mark Taylor. He's picked that ball from Srinath so quickly.
It was 6 from the moment he hit it. Oh, well bowled, and a big appeal there for stumping, and he's asked for a replay. Well, I think Mark Waugh thought that he was okay. He's staying there at the moment. Let's have a look.
Bit of turn there for Raju. He flighted the ball nicely and got the ball to turn a long way. Mark Waugh did go out of the crease, but he was back very quickly and got the toe down. A little bit loath to say too much about what we think the decision is, because we happen to be sitting in the same room as the 3rd umpire, which I think is absolutely ludicrous. Long on, Srinath, and he's taken it. So Mark Taylor, who played so well off the back foot, finally perishes trying to play the full shot.
This might just be the counter the right-handed batsman in the Australian batting lineup. In fact, getting rid of the left-handed Australian captain, Mark Taylor. Taylor not getting hold of that full shot, and Srinath at long on making no mistake. Australia 103 for 1.
The superstar had given the Aussies a glimpse of 300, but their ambitions were quickly thwarted by the spin duo of Venkat.
In the air, and what a catch! Unbelievable catch! You little beauty. Sanjay Mandraker diving away. He took that in his fingertips. Now, that's the sort of fielding that can change matches. He only just got there. That's one of the best so far this World Cup.
A little bit of extra bounce here for Venkatpati Raju, and Ricky Ponting unable to control it, but have a look at that for a catch. Magnificent catch by Sanjay Manjrekar, diving to his right. 140 for 2 Australia.
Moore is the new batsman, 2 wickets to Raju, and what a good one that last one was. They really did. Oh, and that's well bowled too. Raju bowling well. Back to that may be out. Yes, he's given him. He's gone. That's very unlucky. What a way to go. Well, run out by your brother off a straight drive. In fact, Raju got a finger on that one. It deflected onto the stumps, and that's the end of Steve Waugh. He's a prolific scorer of runs, and this is one of the few ways to get him out these days. That's very unlucky.
Well, this is the type of luck the Indians needed at this stage, and so very easily can change the course of this game. Driven back by Mark Waugh. Venkatpati Raju just getting his fingers on the ball and then hitting the stumps, and Mark Waugh a foot out of his ground. Most unfortunate. 157 for 3 Australia.
Despite
Full toss down the leg side, and that's got to be 4. Yes, that's bad bowling. Money for old rope, that is. Another full toss in on leg stump at this level, and you're asking for trouble.
Well, his captain would be very disappointed with this because Stuart Law is the new player in, and Srinath experimenting here, trying the Yorker, drifting it onto leg stump, and Stuart Law had no problem in dispatching it to the fence.
Raju bowling his last over, and he's already disappeared into the crowd twice. That makes it 3 times now.
Well, Mark Waugh has now decided to open his shot. The ball not quite flighted, but just in the right slot. You don't want to get too close to the ball when you step down the wicket.
Or has it caught or just bounced? I think the way Tendulkar has reacted, that it just bounced in front of him.
Not the kind of delivery you want to face when you're new to the wicket. And Stuart Law edging that one just short of Tendulkar.
And that's the 100th for Mark Waugh. Back-to-back centuries. That's a magnificent performance.
Indeed, it is, no question about it. Mark Waugh has been instrumental in getting Australia off to a brilliant start once again. He was over.
Well, there's another crowd killer. Fortunately for the crowd, it's just a touch short.
Now, which gear is Mark Waugh stepping into, Ian? Because this was really a cracker of a shot. Srinath trying to dart the ball into him, trying to cramp him. But all that Srinath ended doing up was getting the ball into the crowd.
Doesn't quite get hold of that one. It'll go to square leg for 1. No, he wants 2. He's coming back. And, well, this has got to be close. He's given him out, yes. Well, Waugh doesn't think he was out. In fact, I think he probably expected the umpire to call for a replay. He didn't. That's umpire Dunn down there. Normally pretty cautious. He's given him out. Well, let's have a look at the replay.
Well, good piece of fielding this by Venkatesh Prasad. Mark Waugh looking to hit the ball wide of mid-on, but in the end managing to drag it to square leg. Prasad coming in quickly, and a flat return to Mungia. Just catching Mark Waugh out of his ground. Umpire Steve Dunn not needing the third umpire. Australia lose their 4th wicket, 232 for 4. The end of a magnificent innings from Mark Waugh.
Waugh's dismissal triggered an incredible collapse as they lost 7 wickets for a mere 26 runs, but the total of 258 was still a challenging one then.
So Michael Bevan is the new batsman, and I can tell you he's very quick between the wickets. 27 matches all up. Look at that average, 75.2. An average of 77. And straight away he's played that one off the meat of the bat and got himself away for 2. Well, it'll be interesting to have a look at another angle on that replay. I think that Waugh actually didn't have his bat down. We'll see now when he comes in. The batsman down the other end didn't want it. Here he comes. You can see his bat's in here. In fact, it was on the ground.
Pulling this one back. Stuart Law looking to play that on the onside. Ball stopping on him a bit, and in the end only managing to give a simple catch back to Anil Kumble. 237 for 5 Australia.
New batsman Shane Lee, he's got a fantastic strike rate. Only averages 13, but he scores his runs at over a run a ball. He's out there at the moment, and he's out there because of this wicket. This is how it happened. It's hit straight back to Kumble, and no trouble with the catch there at all. Straight into those safe hands. Caught and bowled, so that's the end of Stuart Law. Oh, this is going to be out by miles. Yes, they're both standing down the same end. Well, that's a tragedy. Rabata. 2 here, but Healy will bring a little bit of sense to all this. Well, they've lost a few wickets in quick succession, and this is really good news from India's point of view.
Well, this is the wicket of Shane Lee. He's watching the ball here as he plays it on the offside. And if he had actually gone through for a single there, Michael Bevan would have made his ground. But unfortunately, both batsmen at the same end, and Michael Bevan had to go.
And he's given, well, I think that's probably out. Yes, he's given. Yes, ran to the wicketkeeper that time and desperately stretching out and eventually lost his bat. An umpire done it square leg, was given his second run out. It's well bowled again, slowly played and hit straight to extra cover, and that is the end of that. Well, it really was a slower ball. It just popped up to Mohammad Azharuddin. Shane Warne just wanders off the ground. He was trying to drive it away on the offside down the ground to mid-off, I'd say. But it really was.
Again, Venkatesh Prasad wearing his pace, the slower one. And Shane Warne playing a little too early into the safe hands of the Indian captain. Another wicket gone, 258 for 8. One has noticed as the innings has progressed and the ball has got softer, the ball really has not come onto the bat. And that's the reason why boundaries have been hard to come by.
It's well bowled too, right up in the block hole. There's nothing much you can do about those. This has been a good performance in the latter overs by India. Oh, that's a magnificent hit. He's got that one way down. Oh, no, he's going to be out. Oh, he's got him, yes. For a second, I thought that was going into the crowd. It went miles in the air. And that's and he's missed it. They're going to run. And it's coming down the bowler's end. And he's got him. Yes, he's out. Run out. The Australians all out. Well, that is good thinking by Mongia. 5 run-outs in the inning. That's a good shot. Beautifully played down the ground. That's a lovely cover. Straight drive. Only was pinned down a little bit, and that last one just slightly overpitched onto it in a flash. Straight down the ground for 4. 6 without loss. It's well bowled. He's got it, and he's going to hit the stumps. If he does, oh, it's missed it by a fraction. Well, there's an example of how good they are. I reckon that missed by a fraction. Ponting picked it up and really. Oh, that's got to be close. Straightened down the line. Yes, he's given him. That's it. He's given him out. He stood there, looked long and hard, and eventually raised his finger.
Well, his footwork has been very, very uncertain. And there once again you see him pulling his foot back. If he had kept it stretched, he would have perhaps survived. But Steve Dunn really taking his time to decide that Jadeja was right in front to Fleming, and India have lost their first wicket for 7.
So Vinu Kambli is out there now. He's a left-hander. This could help them a little bit. And that one swung back at him. He'll have to be a little bit careful. Well, that's a good over from Fleming. No, I think he got outside the line there. Again, a big appeal from McGrath. Not much.
By Shepherd, absolutely unmoved. Tendulkar's forward. He's been hit above the roll of the pad.
So the wicket taker, Damien Fleming, continuing. He got Jadeja out. And he's bowled in! What a delivery that was too. Swinging back into the left-hander, and that bowled him neck and crop. He was
Speed too much, and you can see over here very, very little movement. In fact, no movement at all from Vinod Kambli. The ball nipping back into him. That's the second Indian wicket gone for 7.
But hometown hero Sachin Tendulkar cut loose in the 5th over, racing from 12 runs to 56 in a mere 25 balls, guiding India on the road to recovery.
It wasn't really a bad delivery from Glenn McGrath. It just shows you how decisive Tendulkar is with his footwork.
Chance for McGrath, and not quite a second chance. Tipped it up in the air. Oh, that's a lovely shot. And you can't see from where we are, but judging by the crowd, it's cleared the road. Umpire Shepherd is checking. And in fact, is he getting the walkie-talkie out? Yes, in fact he is, to ask for a result. So we'll McGrath wide on the crease, and that goes for 4. This is unbelievable batting, and the crowd loving every minute of it. 54 for 2. So we've now got Warne versus Tendulkar.
Well, this should be a fantastic contest because Tendulkar is on the rampage, but Warne has a lot of variety when he bowls.
And that was very short. Tendulkar, amazingly, has gone straight over the bowler's head with it, rather than going through mid-wicket. That's 54 Tendulkar.
And what a blazing knock this has been from the little man.
Caught at mid-off, just out of reach, got a hand on it. Stuart Law is the guy at mid-off, and that wasn't a good shot from Tendulkar.
Well, he tried to play it in an inside-out shot here, and this is a great effort by Stuart Law. Shane Warne giving the ball there, getting a bit of turn, and Law here diving backwards, just unable to get his hands on the ball, but this is good cricket already.
That's a great shot. This has been quite an amazing turnaround. After 5.
Good over, and India got 3 boundaries. And after that, runs just started coming freely, and here this time the Indian captain gets into the act. Beautiful shot of the back foot.
Oh, and he's got him with an attempted in-swinger, and I think on this occasion it was Azharuddin who just tried to hit it too hard. It was really a long hop and deserved to be dealt with, but he tried to hit it too hard.
Fleming's breakthrough did little to Tendulkar's mindset as the Little Master reached 90 before his sizzling innings was cut short, much to the crowd's dismay.
So Mark Waugh to continue, and swept by Tendulkar in the gap.
For employ, but the pitch is affording a bit of turn, and he is playing it with the turn, picking it from outside the off stump.
A short ball by Warne, and Sachin Tendulkar quick to pounce on that, going right back onto the stumps.
The ball short, but Tendulkar moving back and across, and therefore finding the entire onside field to play it.
Oh, that's out. He's got him. Yes, he's got him stumped. In fact,
Tendulkar coming down the track really fired that one wide. Even though the umpire signals wide there, he has got the wicket of Tendulkar.
the big question really about this side is that do they have enough? And that one played with the spin from outside off stump. And they're coming back for the second. In comes the throw.
And here, the moment he turned round for the second run, one could see that he was in trouble with Ricky Ponting, one of the better fielders in the Australian team, coming in from mid-wicket, and a beautiful throw to Ian Healy, and catching Prabhakar a yard out of his ground. So another wicket.
New batsman. Wicket keepers normally pick the spinners pretty well. And this time they settle for one.
This is the wicket of Manoj Prabhakar. Out to a beautiful piece of fielding from Ricky Ponting, picking up one-handed.
That's well played. And what's more, it's brought up his half century, and it's been a vital one too. He was a very good partner to Tendulkar, and he's going to want to kick on from here. 177 for 5.
And Mark Taylor, good catch, and that's well bowled. So Shane Warne, as he does so often for Australia, comes on at a... And Ian Healy's caught him, so Steve Waugh has done the trick as well. And that's 200 dismissals. And that one's got past Healy. So once again, this game takes a turn, just as you think with...
in the air, and that's it. Straight to mid-on. There's no way Bevan drops those. That one's pretty straight. He's got that one away square, and that is nicely timed too. This may go for 4. It has. Well, that's very well done. He went down the wicket and then paddled it away past square leg. He's got that one nicely away. It seems to me that's probably his favourite shot. get across there and paddle it away, or just close the face and let them try to do what Ambrose tries to do.